Hey guys, I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach, live, baby, from the Greatness Factory. We've had all kinds of things going on today. I taught $1 Million Follow-Up. I've been reading through this puppy right here, which is Everybody Needs a Coach in Life, which is about to come out. We're about to offer some serious deals for you to buy that book that's coming out, my brand new book, Everybody Needs a Coach in Life. And in the book, I tackle what I'm going to tackle today, which is how do you fight through boredom? Because you are very good at what it is you do. Success can lose its meaning. It can become numb. It can become boring. And what if I told you one of the biggest challenges some of the top producers have that I coach is they are bored out of their freaking mind. I'm Coach Michael Burt. You're watching Super Coach live from the Greatness Factory, and I'm going to help you fight through when you start getting complacent because you're good at what it is you do. Hey guys, this is Coach Michael Burt. I am so glad you joined me for Super Coach. I believe a good coach can change your life. I believe a good coach will have conversations with you don't want to have, make you do some things you don't want to do, help you become something you didn't think you could become. You see, you can't see the picture when you're inside the frame. You can't reach your own potential without the help of another person helping you break through those ceilings of success. I'm Coach Michael Burt, and I'm going to find the kryptonite in your life, and I'm going to do it on this show, Super Coach. Come on in, guys. Welcome to the Greatness Factory, where we manufacture greatness every single week. I multiply your life, your money, your business. You can find us on Super Coach, on iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Republic, Google Play, Android, whatever you got, man. Any kind of device you got. Download me every single week. Give me a review, man. Swipe and share this. I want to give a shout out, Roy Frazier. When can you come to Monster Producer? I think that's what it says on here. When can you come to the Greatness Factory to check us out? December 2nd is our next Monster Producer. Peter O'Neill. Got the gun showing, baby. Scott Abernathy, you ready to fight through some boredom? Ivan Velasquez, 6 other people on here. I want to thank you for joining me every single week, multiplying life, money, and business. I want to take you to Mexico, Riviera Maya. I'm down there with my beautiful wife, with some members of my team. I've been called in to coach 25 of the top financial advisors in the world. On planet Earth. I'm down there because they're rewarding them for their performance. They are all making between $1 and $5 million a year. And I'm giving my presentation, and I walk out after session number 1, and I think COO, somebody asked me, what's the biggest problem they got, Coach? Because money only changes hands when problems are solved. And I looked at him and I said, this is simple, man. They are bored out of their freaking minds. Now, if you were making between $1 and $5 million a year, would it be easy for you to get bored? See, complacency sits in. See, you guys have got to get your mind around this concept that complacency not only hits the low performers and the middle performers, it also hits the top performers. And so in my new book, Everybody Needs a Coach in Life, I've been reading it today. This is the manuscript right here, by the way, 200 and something pages. It's getting ready to come out here probably next week, and we're going to give you a ton of value. This book tackles 3 major problems that people have and why they need a coach in their life. Problem 1, you don't know what to do. And because you don't know what to do, your confidence is low. You go to places of comfort and complacency, security. You won't take risk. That's problem 1. That's a low-level problem, though. It is a problem. Problem 2 is you have hit some type of ceiling. You have grown and grown and grown, and you've hit a ceiling of complexity, and you can't break through that ceiling. You're getting the same results, making the same money. You're working harder and harder to get back to the same place every year. And problem 3, which is what we're talking about today, is you have kicked people's butts. You are in the top 1% of what it is you do. You are incredibly good at what you do. But now you're bored. It's monotonous. You've been there. You did that. Why do you think I retired from coaching at 31 years old, at the peak of my game? I was bored out of my mind, man. I already went to the top of the mountain. What else is there for me to do here? Come back and do it again? I was ready for a challenge. I was ready for something new. So there's always 3 states every person's always in. You are dynamic and growing. You are static and plateaued. You are entropic and dying. Dynamic and growing, static and plateaued, you are entropic and dying. Here's the problem. You become too familiar with what it is you do. You're too familiar with it. You're too comfortable with it. You're too complacent with it. And what is it? You are just bored. And because you're bored, you're daydreaming, you're moonlighting, you're looking for side projects. You know, some of the wealthiest people I know, they get themselves into trouble because they get bored doing what it is they do every day, and they go over here and they do this. They buy this, and they get involved in this, and they do this because they're constantly looking for a challenge. Now, I'm okay with that. We tackled it a couple weeks ago in what I want to be when I grow up, and I said, what if you're a multi-potentialite? That means you got multiple interests, multiple passions, multiple talents. I'm okay with you. Richard Branson owns 200 companies. But if you are out there today and you are bored, you are in a static state. You have plateaued. And you are bored for one reason. You are good at what it is you do. So here's what we're tackling today. Session 2, why are you bored? Session 3, how do you bust through the boredom? So let me give you some kryptonite to get you out of the first segment here. Because everybody got some kryptonite. You've allowed yourself to stagnate because you won't challenge your own self. You know what you've been doing? It's a big mistake, man. You've been looking at the scoreboard. You know, the best team I ever had won by 46 points one night and went outside and ran their own self. They disciplined their own self, Ivan V. They disciplined their own self. You know what they said to me? We ain't looking at the scoreboard, coach. We're looking at our own potential. Okay? You let yourself get into the same routines over and over and over. You go to the same places. You see the same people. You do the same things. You're having lunch with the same buddies. You are not pushing yourself to a much higher level. You are just bored out of your freaking mind because you've allowed yourself to stagnate. Good coach will never let you get bored. They're going to push. They're going to challenge. They're going to have conversations. So when we come back in segment 2, let me tell you what. Let me tell you why you're bored. You're watching Super Coach, and I'm Coach Michael Burke. Hey guys, Coach Michael Burke, and I get asked all of the time, what does a good coach do? See, a good coach should engage you in a set of systematic behaviors that allows you to do something tomorrow you can't do today. They should find and fill your missing structures. They help you break through that ceiling of success that you can't break through on your own. And that, my friend, is why everybody needs a good coach in life. Check out Coach Michael Burke's Total Growth Academy at CoachBurke.com. Guys, Coach Michael Burke, welcome back. You bored out of your mind? Ashley Boynton, you bored? Aaron Solomon, are you bored? Tony Woodall, are you bored? Look at all these people on here. Scott Abernathy, Jamie Stillman, Richard Hodges, Peter O'Neill. Let me tell you why you're bored. That's what we're talking about today. And because you're not engaging. The body's need is to live. The mind's need is to learn. The heart's need is to love. The spirit's needs to leave a legacy. You're bored because success has become numb to you. Success has lost its meaning to you. So you got to remember why you got in this to begin with. You got to start measuring success stories. You may say, I'm playing in too little of a pond anymore. I don't want to just play in my little pond in Cool Springs or Murfreesboro. I want to play on planet Earth. I got to get out of here, man. I got to do something bigger. So why are you bored? You're bored because you've allowed success to become numb. You ain't celebrating success. You've allowed it to become monotonous. Okay. Number 3, your goals are too small. You're looking at your goals, you're going, man, but I've already accomplished my goal. I hear people say this. I've already accomplished my goals and it's only September and October and November. Yeah, because they're too small, man. Your goals are too small. They don't scare you. They ought to keep you up at night. You ought to be sitting around with notepads and pens and papers and everything going, how do I do that? How do I do that? I ain't there yet. See, I stay in a state of frustration. It's a good thing. Frustration is just misguided enthusiasm, and that frustration is coming between where I'm currently at and where I think I could be playing at. And I'm not measuring it versus other people. I'm measuring it versus my own God-given potential, my own idea of manifesting what I was meant to be on this earth. So for you, the reason you're bored is all of these things, or it could be because of the way you see your work. See, a man or woman in their work, man, you got to see your work in a very, very interesting way. You got to start seeing your work as a as a way for you to constantly be engaged with something bigger than you. I went back and built this greatness factory of Woodbury. And what it did is it challenged me to think about having greatness factories all over the world. It challenged me to think about what value do I create that people would exchange value for. It challenged me to dig in and see a bigger picture and have bigger visions. You know, the Bible talks about young men having visions and old men having dreams. You know, and last week I talked about Habakkuk in Habakkuk talking about write your vision down on a tablet and run toward it. Don't walk toward it. Don't limp toward it. Run toward that big vision. Well, you've allowed yourself to get bored. You know, in relationships, we allow ourselves to get comfortable. I met with my team this week, and Brandon Ray, who's filming this, would tell you the first thing I talked about is when I'm not here, don't get comfortable. Challenge each other. Peer-to-peer accountability. Push each other. Don't just accept this is the way it is. This is how it's always been. This is how we're going to do it. Stretch yourself. Push yourself. Grow yourself. Okay? Because here's the problem. You've allowed yourself to get bored most likely because of who you hanging around that have allowed you to get comfortable and complacent. What does complacency mean? It is a gradual settling to a place of mediocrity. So how do you fight off boredom? How do you bust through boredom? That's what we're going to be talking about in segment number 3. But here's what I got to tell you. It's your own fault for letting yourself get bored. Covey said this, success is boring. You get up and kick everybody's butt, you go to bed, and you do it all over again tomorrow. I saw Garth Brooks perform in 1993 at Murphy Center here in Murfreesboro, and it was unfreaking believable. He was climbing off things, pouring water on the audience. 17 years later, I saw him at Bridgestone Arena. He was every bit as good, if not better, 17 years later than he was in 1993. You know why? He constantly pushes and challenges himself. He retired for 10 years. Came back with hunger, passion, and desire. Now he's back to dominating, but he didn't lose his thunder. So what happens if you do something 300 times? I want you to remember, rejuvenated mechanical burnout. Rejuvenated mechanical burnout. I was telling Teddy Taylor, my driver today, I don't let myself get bored. I don't allow myself to get bored because I want to be engaged in so many things. I want goals that are so big that they scare me. So let me give you some kryptonite. Because you may be fighting through boredom right now. Let me give you some kryptonite. You let success become numb to you. It's lost its meaning. Your goals aren't big enough anymore. You're giving up on being a stone cold machine, man. You're not pushing. You're not striving. You're not reaching. Here's the deal. Your work is the distribution channel for your talent. You are either dynamic and growing, you're static and plateaued, or you're entropic. So for you, you lost the loving feeling. You're stuck in the friend zone. You lost your loving feeling. When I come back in segment number 3, the final segment, I'm going to tell you how to bust back and get it back once Stella lost her groove. Stella, we got to get your groove back, girl. We're going to get it back in segment number 3. I'm Coach Michael Berg. Come on back with me one more segment. Hey guys, Coach Michael Burt. Here's a question for you. Why do you need a coach? So many people don't understand why they need a coach. Well, let me ask you this question. Have you hit a ceiling in your life? You see, we're either dynamic and growing, we are plateaued and static, or we are entropic, which means we're dying. A good coach will come along at that ceiling of success and help you bust through that ceiling. New insight, new strategy, new energy. And here's the real deal. They'll hold you accountable to the good intention you have that you've been falling off the wagon. If you need a good coach, go to Coach Michael Burt's Total Growth Academy at CoachBurt.com. Sign up today. I'm thinking about that Total Growth Academy right now. I try to eliminate any excuse a person has to get off the fence. We are offering a Total Growth Academy right now, 50% off. So if it's $99, it's $49. To be a monster producer, it's $199. It's $99. All you got to do is use the promo code TURKEY50. Don't be a turkey, man. Don't be a turkey. You got yourself bored. You done got yourself stagnant. I got to say hi to some folks. Belinda Erider, thank you for coming today, bringing your team to $1 Million Follow-Up. If all your memories of yesterday are bigger than your dreams of tomorrow, it's already over, right? Peter O'Neill, Stella did get her groove back. And so here's the deal. I know I write about in the books Swag is a great book if you lost your confidence. My new book, Everybody Needs a Coach in Life, is going to be a great book. It's coming out March 21st, but we're getting ready to go pre-sale on that baby. I got to sell 10, 20, 30,000, 40,000 copies of that thing. And we're about to offer so much value. That you're going to want to spend $29 on buying the book. Trust me. But here's the deal. What are you learning every day? Who are you learning from? So how do you get your groove back? You get in Total Growth Academy for $49 a month. You get coached every day on your phone, on your device. You sign up, you get started, you get involved, you get engaged. So I got 4 ways to get your Stella back, to get your swag back, to get your groove back. Number one, how do you bust through the ceiling? Number 1, 2.2 millimeters of change. I tell all my monster producers, good plastic surgeon never makes more than 2.2 millimeters of change, and they never make more than 7 changes, right? Tom Farrell, they never make more than 7 changes. So to bust through the ceiling, here's what I want to know. I need 2 new strategies you've never done before. I need you to bring me 2 new strategies you have never done before. We just picked up Michael Brown Churchill, $100 million producer in the mortgage business. First thing I'm going to say in 2017, what's our 2 new strategies? We busting through the ceiling, baby. We going 125 million, 200 million. Hey, maybe we go 200 million, okay? What's your 2 new strategies? What got you here won't get you there. You've heard the definition of insanity. Keep doing what you're doing, expect something different to happen. What got us here won't get us there. Every significant breakthrough we've ever had is first to break with an old way of doing business into a new way of doing business. I need to know your 2 strategies you're going to bring to the party you've never brought before. Number 2, the mini retirement. Me and my beautiful wife, Natalie Burt, we about to go to Florida this weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're going to spend some time getting our groove back. I got to keep my mojo, baby. I got to protect my confidence. I got to keep thinking bigger and dreaming bigger. And you know what I see? I see visions and dreams when I see the ocean, and it's unlimited. See, you can get a teaspoon of the ocean, or you can get a 20-gallon bucket, and the ocean does not care. It's unlimited. It's infinite. It's like air. Where does air stop and where does it start? So number 2, you got to get away and get you a good mini retirement on and come back. That could be 2 days. Go away. I call it going into the woods. Come back fresh and on fire. Number 3, the aspirational contact. Reach up. Who are you spending time with? Are they operating at bigger levels than you? You got to reach up. You got to routinely spend time with people playing at much bigger levels than you. And here's number 4. You may not think about this one. You got to dig into your faith, man. You got to dig into your faith. You got to get a good relationship with God. Let me tell you why this is critical. Every day I'm in my quiet time reading the Bible. I got leadership Bibles. I got Bibles I can write in. I get revealed new things. And I was speaking one day for Shane Reeves, who's helping me teach Mega Monster in 2017. And the folks there were asking me, like, how did you find this new gear, man? It's almost like you found a 5th or 6th gear you've never had before. You know, it's like you're playing at all new level. And I said, yeah, because I got my relationship right with the big man upstairs. I got a new kind of power, man. I got a new kind of energy I've never had before. I see bigger dreams. I see bigger visions. I see bigger things I've been put on this earth to do. And I can't get bored. I can't get bored. I got to fight through this boredom because I got big things to accomplish on planet Earth. And they're not small. Every action we take is driven by our thoughts. Our thoughts are no wiser than our understandings. I got to go do big things. I got to impact more people. I got to help. And so for you, how do you bust through 2.2 millimeters of change? Don't overhaul it, just retool it. Number 2, get away for just 2 days, mini retirement. Number 3, you got to reach up and get around bigger people. Number 4, you got to dig into your faith because you're going to get a new kind of engine behind you when you dig in and really start playing at an all-new level. You were made for a purpose. It wasn't just to sell more houses or do more deals or make a little bit more money. You got a much bigger purpose that you're supposed to fulfill. That's called dharma. That's called purpose on this earth. So go back to the beginning of the show. People making 1 to 5 million bored out of their mind. What do you think I told them? I told them these 4 things. Number 2, why are you bored? Success has lost its meaning. You become numb. It's monotonous. Your goals are too small. The way you see your work, you're not seeing work as the distribution channel for your talent. You're seeing it as work. Let me give you some kryptonite. Then I got something to ask you. You don't have any perspective because you won't do, so say, you don't go into the woods and come back alive and on fire. You're in a mechanical or burnout mode, and because of that, your little engine is just getting by. Guys, I believe everybody needs a coach in life. I believe a good coach can change your life. I don't drink the Kool-Aid that most of these coaches do, whether it be real estate or mortgage or whatever. I'm an outsider, man, and I pride myself on looking at you from a different lens and a different perspective. And every single week I come into your life and I try to eliminate excuses, find your kryptonite, and push you to much higher levels of performance. Let me ask you a question. If I'm not coaching you, then why not? If we believe the same things, if I've told you what we do, if I showed you how we do it, if I'm offering to you as low as $49 a month, what is stopping you from taking action? Here's the deal. I won't let you go bored. Right, Roy Frazier? I won't let you go bored, Tony Woodall. I won't let you go bored, Ivan V, Will Webb, Peter O'Neill. I ain't going to let you go bored, Ashley Boykin, Alicia. I ain't going to let you go bored, guys. I will constantly challenge you with bigger dreams and bigger goals. And if you're fighting through boredom, the only person you got to look at is you, baby. And I guarantee no matter where you're at, here's you, here's your potential. Here's you, here's your potential. You got big dreams and big visions, and it is time to go get it. Go to totalgrowthacademy.com, right, Brandon? Type it in there. You can get in there right now. Promo code Turkey50. They can get into any level, right? They can get the basic, they can get the deluxe, they can get the premium. All you got to do is type in, don't be a turkey. It's Turkey50. I don't want you to be a turkey. Happy Thanksgiving. Be thankful for everybody out there. Spend some time with the people you love the most. And God bless everybody for just tuning in to Super Coach every week. Live from the Greatness Factory. I love you, everybody. Hey guys, Coach Michael Burt. How do you find the right coach for you? There's personal coaches, there's life coaches, there's business coaches, there's spiritual coaches. Here's the deal. You got to find a coach you have an affinity with. You believe the same things. I believe trained people always outperform untrained people. I believe coach people always outperform uncoached people. You got to find a coach that you think brings the knowledge and the skill and the desire and the confidence to you that will work for you. I would love to be that coach through my new Total Growth Academy. Go to CoachBurt.com, click on virtual coaching, and get coached by me every day on any device, anywhere on planet Earth.